Good morning, good evening. I'm a resource person, Comrade Don Wokike. You can access me through my YouTube via Wokike Sunday Oma or Wokike Sunday. Today I want to talk on the causes of drug abuse among Nigerian students. There are many factors underlying people's use and abuse of drugs depending on culture, users' age, gender, exposure, and personality, and quantity of the substance used or abused. And these include the following factors: family factors, family instability, faulty social foundations, wrong perception of life and motives, unhealthy interaction, lack of understanding among family members or parents, acceptance, tolerance, and peace, spouse hatred, divorce, separation, gender syndrome, and dominance and childlessness can predispose one to substance abuse. How? If you are being brought up in a faulty environment, for instance, in a family that has a faulty foundation, there is a situation where we have a father flight and mother run away, a separation, a family that has been separated. What should be the impact of the child? The psychology of the child, to be as if the child has nobody to take care of him. And whomever becomes the role model, whomever is more closer to the child becomes the role model of a child. Imagine a man that is an only father or a single mother. A single father or a single mother is automatically, predisposed to influence the behavior of that child. If the father or the mother is an addict, definitely that particular child will become an addict. So faulty family foundation can also lead to a problem that can lead to drug abuse in Nigeria. Peer group negative influence. When friends and siblings or both use drugs, they would mount pressure on their friend or their relation, that particular friend, trying to motivate him to take the drugs. In the process of testing that drugs, the individual becomes addicted and automatically becomes a victim of substance abuse. Depends on his genetic influence. If the gene did not allow the drug, if the gene did not tolerate that particular drug, at that particular point, the individual develops substance related health condition or substance induced disorders or substance use disorders. Inability of the person to say no to peers influence will force them to, the peers will automatically force them to take the drug because you cannot say no, you're already in, you have come. And most of these things, remember that when the family is faulted, then the individual will identify his friends from the street because can never reject. The street accept whomever. And when the street accepts the person sees himself in the hands of those that abuse substance, automatically he become a victim of substance abuse because those his friends will lure him to take drugs. We have other things like psychopathological disorder or antisocial behavior. These are some correlation between psychopathology and drug use. Here, I'm trying to tell you that there are so many medical conditions, psychiatric conditions that can predispose an individual to take drugs. Like if you are depressed, definitely you look for something like alcohol, and alcohol is going to, you're going to feel that alcohol will bring you out of depression. But after taking the alcohol and become drowned, automatically when the hangover is over, you now recover that the depression still remain while taking the alcohol. Why can't you seek for a therapist? Why can't you come and receive help from a therapist? The next one again is to compensate for personal failure or frustration. Some persons, you know, see this particular problem that because they enter a particular problem and they result from poor rehabilitation of ex-drug abusers and other ex-convicts who can discharge from prison custody, discover their poor financial status and forced dependency on the same society that found them guilty, because they are seeing themselves as a burden to the society, and the only thing they will do to compensate their failure is by going into substance abuse, because they have been out of the prison, or they have been, treated as ex-convict, and seeing themselves as ex-convict, they are now using themselves as they will see themselves as people that are failure to the society, and they cannot contribute anything to the society. They finally end up and become friends to drugs. Loneliness. This is indeed a psychological disease that easily lures people to drugs use and related crimes. And some persons feel that staying lonely, they will compensate their loneliness with substance abuse. No, you can think, you can reason, you can even have your pet and play with your pet, like as I do play with my parrot. Whenever I'm lonely, I take my parrot as my friend. I discuss with my parrot discuss with me. Even as I'm making this video, you can hear his sound. You can hear his sound. I call him Zubi. And Zubi is automatically keeping me company. As I'm talking to you, you can look for a pet that can keep you company. Or look for a book and read. Solitudeness, which I call loneliness, to my honest understanding, is the best time you should reason. It is best time you should resonate. It should best time you should communicate with yourself, with your God, and that is the time you should make sure you do the hard thinking. And when you think, when you're alone, make sure you look for a pen and document. Ensure you use that particular time of loneliness, as you call it, but I call it solitudeness, as a point to think and discuss with your God. That is the time you should write out your goals and discuss things you want to do. Can we talk about curiosity? Some people have desire to, to try out behavior, test the particular substance, or do experimentation. In the course of experimenting a particular substance, they find themselves hooked with a particular substance, and that makes them to become what? A very addicted individual to a particular substance, out of what? Curiosity, out of experimentation. Then let's talk about hedonism. Hedonism, I mean, is the desire to experience pleasure and euphorically dwell in it. The reality of that glitter in the good, the reality that all that glitter is no good is clear in this particular in this particular aspect of this discussion. Yeah, some people feel that they want to try a particular habit, and from there they hook up, and they think they can come out of it. They see themselves going into problem of spending, and only way they will do, some of them become problematic, psychotic, and they will be looking for help. But what I used to tell everybody, always seek for help, speak out. People are there to help you out. Some people need to relieve or lighten discomfort, pain, sorrow, which could either be physical or mental or social, so that they will not find themselves going into substance abuse. Drug is never a good companion to anybody that is passing through sorrow. I tell you plain, you can read your Bible. I usually prescribe Psalms and Proverbs to the youth. Don't go into crime because you are passing through poverty, unemployment, sorrow, rejection in the society, or other things. No, the best place to run is to meet God in the secret place. Talk to God through the Bible or consult a therapist. You are going to get free. If everybody is trying to, make sure they fight against substance abuse, and I will emphasize that it is not a general problem, and as a menace, as a threat to danger, that in fact as a threat that have danger or that have the capacity to endanger the future generation, we all need to work in harmony so we can fight this battle. Look at MTN today, have made it necessary that they will be fighting and having a mental health work, and also crusade against drug use. This is a very great, wonderful, work, and a great job done for MTN. I give them accolades for this particular, work that they have decided to be doing. Other associations have also taken it upon themselves So many associations have also involved. Some churches have also involved, like Baptist churches, out of Redeemed Christian Church of God. So many churches are now doing the work, not only you. The problem is everywhere. So take it to the bar. We want even the family, we want the community, we want the society to also involve in the war against drug use. We want every aspect of the family circle, we want every aspect of the society circle to involve in drug use. Even organizations should come out boldly and criticize drug use. They should fight against it because it is not good. Another one is to gain acceptance among friends or members of the subcultural group. Some persons think that the way they join a particular group is by taking drugs. No, it can be in a particular group and you tell them you don't take alcohol, you don't take drugs, they cannot force you, they cannot kill you. You have the willpower to make choice at this particular point. If you cannot change them, if they cannot change you, change them. And if you cannot change them, leave them. This is what I will only tell you. Flee from bad friends. Another problem that we usually have is again is imitation and modeling. This includes taking after a mentor or significant other or figure who indulges in drugs and try to imitate the person, like some person that speak good about substance abuse. Yes, but that does not mean that you should follow the person. You don't know how the person's gene is all about. Your own may be that you may take only once, you become problematic, you become a patient in a psychiatric hospital. Some persons also have personality disorders. Some personality disorders that can predispose individual to drug abuse are many. When I will talk about personality disorder, I'm going to discuss in detail why some persons are easily going into drug and why are they hooked by drugs. So in a nutshell, I want to cut off this video by this time and then give you this word. Ensure you ask your brother, what have you eaten? What are you feeling? How are you feeling? And what are you thinking? Some persons don't know where to run to. They run to drugs because nobody is to talk to them. Please make yourself available and join us in this fight against drug use. And if you join us, I know you have your own problem. God is going to do your own for you. Everybody have a challenge. Having a challenge does not mean that you would die with this challenge. One day you'll be vindicated. Thank you and God bless you.